I was going to murder Mr. Owen. There was simply nothing for it. Blood thrummed through my veins as I looked up at the librarian of Manhurst Castle, struggling not to lose my temper. It certainly wasn't this man's fault that I'd been brought here under false pretenses. No, that blame lay squarely at the feet of my octogenarian employer, who was currently enjoying his mid-morning nap. "What do you mean there are no illuminated manuscripts?" I asked for the second time, my voice far more strained than I intended. Mercifully, the young man remained unaware of my rising ire as he turned back to the dark mahogany bookcase behind him, pulling the newest copy of Debrett's Guide to the Peerage from an overburdened shelf containing every edition published from the company's 18th century inception to now. He set it on the long, low study table beside me. In a desperate hope that the young man had forgotten a cache of illuminated manuscripts secreted away with the most recent month's serial novel, I scanned the spines of the next nearest shelf. Mostly modern fiction, alongside some late 19th century poetry. Nothing awe-inspiring. In fact, there wasn't a single interesting book in this library. It was a rather insipid collection, all told, as if someone hastily purchased everything from a rummage sale in an attempt to fill the empty shelves. "I told you earlier, Miss Vaughn, there are no illuminated manuscripts left in the collection. The lot of them were sold off 2 years ago, not long after Mr. Sharp took over the estate. I understand they paid for the renovations here." My attention snapped back to the young librarian, and I blew out a breath, my eyes lingering on the most recent copy of the Who's Who of the Peerage on the tabletop. A more generous soul might assume that Mr. Owen had simply gotten his estates mixed up. After all, he was in his 80s, and I'd known plenty of other folk his age, younger even, who had begun to forget harmless little details like that. Though Mr. Owen never forgot anything, an annoying habit of his. Besides, even if he had gotten his estates confused, it didn't explain the telegram in my pocket offering said missing manuscripts for sale. No, I was certain that Mr. Owen was up to his old tricks again.